who are here with us today, honouring those who are post-menopause, those who are in their sagescence years. So what we want is each of us who are a year or more since finishing bleeding to just step forward. Okay, so a year or more since stopped bleeding. So is that everybody? Okay, come in a bit closer. So we've got Erica, Claire, Lua, Gus, me, Sid, and Samsara. Okay, so we want to do something that doesn't happen in our culture, and that is to honour the wise women. And a lot of what we'll do later today will make more sense about why we do this and the importance of doing this and honouring rites of passage. But how we're going to do this is that each of us here will have this bowl of petals, and we need to answer 3 questions. And the questions are, what is your harvest? How are you sharing that? And how do you want to share that? Okay? Are you ready to start that?
I think so.
Okay, so I'll give you those. And then when you've finished, well, you know what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're a wise woman.
I know it all by now. Okay, so my harvest is all the trainings that I've done over the last 30 years and all the work that I've done around birth keeping, teaching, and healing. There's a lot that I've done, so now is the moment to really put that all together and to pass on that knowledge. So what I am passing on and what I want to pass on. So what I am passing on is the birth keeping wisdom that I've learned through the last 30 years of doing that, together with how to use that in the world and how to be able to I'd like to train other doulas and people to be birth keepers, and so what I want to do is to use this space for that. This is the first event that I've done for a very long time, and this has been beautifully opened with all of this wonderful energy for these last 3 days. So what I want to do is to use this space for people and wisdom keepers to come as well, not just me, but to use this space, this sacred land, to do that work. These are my words.
I hear you.
Thank you.
This is to represent what you're spreading and sharing. You scatter them to the water.
Scatter, scatter. So in the waters, they will travel to the waters all around the world.
And so it is.
And so it is. You ready? Okay. So what is your harvest? How are you sharing it? And how do you want to share it?
Okay, I need a reminder. Okay. So my harvest is the unveiling or rediscovering of all the parts of myself that had been hidden and suppressed and repressed through many decades of my life, that I have come to know through my 40s and through my menopause transition. And my harvest is also today the final part of my live apprenticeship with Jane and this workshop, so that is also part of my harvest. And
What do you want to share?
I want to share this work with other women. So I want to share this work specifically, but also this journeying back to yourself, this kind of rediscovering who you are, peeling away all the identities and all the kind of stories that we carry about who we think we are, that we're not. I want to share that with women too. and
That's it. How do you want to? Yeah.
and yeah, that's how I want to do it, with passion and connection and compassion. These are my words.
I hear you.
And so it
So
is.
it is.
You ready?
Yeah, thank you. So my harvest is my children, my grandchildren, my future grandchildren, and all the beautiful doula birth keeper children that kind of reside within me as well. And you're gonna have to ask my dyslexic brain, what is my...
How are you sharing it?
How I'm sharing it is kind of honoring the badass mother in me and the formidable eldering mother, and how kind of making up how to be a badass elder and following that path without disregarding the maiden and the mother, and loving them as I move forward in that journey.
And how else do you want to share it?
How else am I sharing it? By trying to not do, but be. Not do learning, but being. These are my words.
I hear you. And so it is. Are you ready, Claire?
Yes, thank you. So my harvest is that I'm a rainbow woman. I have been discovering many parts of myself, and many also races and cultures I have inside of me because of my ancestors. And also I'm rainbow in the way that I'm working for the earth, the healing of the earth, and also because I'm carrying medicines from all over the world. So the way I pass on this information and this transmission is through facilitating circles and also helping elders to go on teaching. And what I want to be now, I want to be a queen. And it comes from a very simple place when I say that. When I say simple, I say humble place, in the way that it reminds me of a woman who is not an agent of the goddess. She's an activist of the goddess. And she says, so that we can, heal the world as women, we have to be the antidote of arrogance, which men have brought. We have to be very proud of who we are. So I want to be a queen and help other women becoming queens. These are my words.
I hear you.
And this is my favorite
Oh.
and color.
And so
So
it
it
is.
is.
Erica?
And the Queen Ages.
To Erica. What is your harvest?
My harvest is walking a path of devotion to the goddess for 35 years, working as a healer, as a tantrika, a yogini. My harvest is healing my abandonment wound, my mother wound, my father wound, the healing of my childhood trauma, the healing of my inner child, the healing of my marriage with my husband. So it's such a celebration of all the work that we've done, raising our two beautiful daughters to be conscious women, juicy, alive, creative women. And my role also as one that serves women, walking the path of a rose priestess, carrying on the lineage of my father, who was devoted to his rose garden for 40 years. So carrying this medicine forwards in the world.
How are you sharing your harvest?
I'm sharing my harvest by facilitating women's retreats and circles, and serving my women's community and men's community, holding grief ceremonies, holding rites of passage work, and also honouring the Wheel of the Year.
How do you want to share your harvest as well, going forward?
Going forwards, I like to share my harvest by creating more spaces for erotic embodiment, to really celebrate our sexuality, to really move through that journey from trauma and grief into joy and full aliveness, full thriving and flourishing for all beings. These are my words.
I hear you. And so it is.
My harvest is to know the self and to walk on this earth with awareness, consciousness, and full embodiment. Love and compassion and peace in my heart. And my harvest is to share that with women, with my family, with the humankind. To bring them to nature, to bring them to their heart, and to the vibration of love. And my harvest is to harvest all the season of my life so far, and to really harvest the wisdom, and to become fully embody a wound healer, and to support others in their path. Like gently be the midwife of the soul. And so my harvest is to have this beautiful land, to be the custodian of this beautiful land, and to grow community, and to grow work like this on the land for others to grow in their divinity, and to grow food, and to love the earth like we love ourselves. And what I want more is more of that, more beautiful women together, and more of ecstatic, cosmic beings of who we are. Those are my words.
I hear you. And so it is. My harvest is the things I've learned from the women and men I have served in the reclamation of feminine knowledge, wisdom and power. The power of rites of passage, the importance of the menstrual cycle, reclaiming her, healing her, the importance of gentle birth no matter the outcome, and the importance of menopause as the rite of passage into our wise women years, and the importance of death and our first sexual experience. So all the rites of passage. And the way I'm sharing that is in my role as agent of the goddess, spreading the word as far and wide and fast as possible, and waking up the witches. And how I want to share that more going forward is to finish the books I'm writing and to continue to teach more women and help more women and men remember how to be custodians of the earth and how to live in right relationship with each other and the animals and every other aspect of earth. And to continue the lineage of my teacher, Janine Parvati Baker, and heal the earth through healing birth. These are my words.
Thank you. And so it is.
So let's all say together, and it has been said, so it will be done, so mote it be, so mote it be.
And it has been said, so it will be done, so mote it be, so mote it be.
Hmm.